There you go. Welcome back. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. You're watching Open. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Our next guest is a master of multi-genres hailing from New Orleans. Watch out. Here we go. He's known as Big Chief. And he joins us to speak about the release of his Quantum Jazz album and to highlight how he's having an impact on the future of jazz. He's here to tell you why. Please welcome to the show Donald Harrison. Donald, I have some Harrisons in my family in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. We're probably cousins.
That would be wonderful because I'm a big fan. Great job.
Cuz, tell us how it all started for you. Where did it come from? I know you're deeply involved in this jazz genre.
Yeah, I'm a jazz artist. In New Orleans, jazz is the cultural music of our town.
Yeah,
So I grew up doing what they call second line music as a dancer, hanging out, and also the cultural music of New Orleans that comes out of Congo Square, which is a place where, in America, where people of African descent were allowed to practice their culture
yeah.
from their homelands. So we developed tribal groups, and I am now the big chief of Congo Square and continue the ancient tribal traditions from Africa in New Orleans. That informed the music that we call jazz today.
Yeah.
So now I'm a jazz artist, and I feel like I'm the full 360 circle of the music from New Orleans to the modern day jazz music.
Yeah, wow. This is great. How far back can you remember, or if you can go back in the history books and give us a little touch of this history, because it's very, very important. It helps people to understand where they are, know where they've been in order to help them get where they're going, if you know what I'm talking about. Um,
Yeah, you
Make,
touched upon the right idea. When you have an understanding of where you came from,
yeah,
you know who you are, and you can proceed from that way of thinking. Early jazz artists like Sidney Bechet, they talked about the connection from Congo Square back to Africa to their ancestors. So
yeah,
that was part of the initial idea of jazz. But coming from New Orleans, I read something that Charlie Parker said, which was, "If you don't live it, it won't come out of your horn." So I realized if I played with every era of jazz artists, that I would have the whole idea of what our music was. So I went on a journey to play with musicians who were playing jazz in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and up until today. Uh, I got a chance to play with people like Art Blakey, Miles Davis, Lena
wow,
Horne. I took Johnny Hodges' place in the Dukesman. I took Cannonball Adderley's place with his brother. I took Eric Dolphy's place with his group. I played with Miles Davis's rhythm sections from both of his great bands. I played with John Coltrane's rhythm section, McCoy Tyner and Elvin Jones,
yeah.
who are. But basically, I played with beboppers for 15 years. So I went on a journey to learn all of this music,
Yeah.
and then I went
Hey, hey,
to
Donald,
learn
just put
classical.
put your hand out here like this. Let me just touch your hand here. There you go. Wait, there you go. Put it over here, over here. The other way, the other way. There you
All
go.
right.
You've been around. You've been with some of the greatest people who performed in the jazz world. But now you're being honored for that, right? Give us some information on this the honoree stuff and all of the things that you've been into. People are recognizing you in another way right about now.
Yeah, a lot of things. Well, it really started, I think, with me using all the information that I gathered from all those great gentlemen and ladies to help young people. I had created something called Nouveau Swing, which merged the whole history of jazz with the modern music, dance music, funk and hip hop and soul music, called Nouveau Swing. So the young people who are around me, like a guy named Jonathan Baptiste, a rapper named Notorious B.I.G., a young jazz trumpeter named Christian Scott, all of these young musicians were picking up on what I was talking about. So then the Notorious B.I.G. becomes the king of East Coast rap.
Yeah.
Jonathan Baptiste wins, and even a bassist, Esperanza Spalding, all these young people.
Yeah.
And they began to tell people about the fact that what they were doing, they learned from me. So then people started focusing on me, and HBO did a TV show and had two characters to portray the music that I came up with. And people began to...
That's the Louval swing.
Yeah, Nouveau Swing, yeah. Nouveau Swing is a style of music.
Yeah.
That puts Duke Ellington together with the Notorious B.I.G., so to speak.
Yeah.
And it's a hybrid style of music. But the young people picked up on it, and they're getting a lot of accolades from their experiments with that concept.
Yeah. But then they give you a title in the jazz genre. You mentioned it before off mic.
Oh yeah, there's like 150 NEA jazz masters, which the United States government says are the people who are moving music forward in the jazz context. And fortunately, chose me to be one of those. And
yeah,
it's unbelievable to have that as part of your lineage and help to people see what you're doing and spread the gospel of the music, which is my main goal. Right now, I'm working on a new concept that's moving past Nouveau Swing. It's called Omniverse Music, Multi-Genre Circles. And that's where we take one song and we play it in multiple genres. I have a project called The Magic Touch. That's 9 different genres. We have a soul version, a trap hip hop version, a reggae version, New Orleans second line version, a salsa version, a blues version, a bossa nova version, a bebop version, and of course a nouveau swing version, which mixes all the other 8 genres into a jazz context.
And that's all in what we just saw there. Is that the album cover that we just showed? Go back to that real quick, guys. This is the album cover here?
That's it.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that for me, it helps to bring people together, because if you like trap hip hop, the new hip hop for the kids, then and you listen to it, you're going to get all of these other genres of music that you might not listen to. If you're a bebopper and you like the bebop version, then you get to hear what the young people are into: reggae, the blues, salsa. Yeah. So it's a way to bring people together, and also a way to stop what I call the polarization of our music.
Yeah.
That we can come together as people.
Beautiful. The top of the album, did it say NEA Jazz Master?
It might say it, yeah.
Yeah. I thought I saw that, NEA Jazz Master. And that's still, it stands for
National Endowment for the Arts.
Yeah, there it is, NEA, yep.
Yep.
Beautiful. Great. And people can pick this up in the record stores or online.
Yeah, mostly online for that one. Then we have this new one, another one called The Art of Passion, which is it's only 3 genres of the same song, but they mirror each other. One is like a kind of romantic trap hip hop sound, the new hip hop or drill hip hop, and another one is a hard swinging like John Coltrane.
Yeah.
But the third one mixes the jazz and the hip hop together to form a nouveau swing style.
That's this one right here, Congo Square Suite.
Congo Square Suite is my work in orchestral music. It has the orchestra is the Moscow Symphony Orchestra.
Wow.
But the three genres on this one is the first one is a New Orleans what I call Afro New Orleans chant, where I'm singing the lead with percussion. The second movement uses my experiences becoming the big chief of Congo Square and sets them into an orchestral setting that you can, that's classical, but you can feel an inference of New Orleans music in it.
Yeah.
The third of this suite is my jazz quartet in the Moscow Symphony Orchestra, playing jazz from the template of Congo Square. So it's a very interesting record. It'll take you on a journey.
Wow, yeah. Well, I gotta put this together and put this on my turntables.
We gotta get it to you.
Yeah, yeah. I would love this. And what's this one right here?
Oh, that's the, this one hasn't been released yet, but
That's coming up.
called, yeah, the Eclectic. We did this a long time ago, and I think I was so far ahead of my time that
Yeah.
the labels they didn't understand, but that's one of the first recordings where you have all of these different genres on the same recording. So we did that
This-
at least a decade ago that was recorded, but it's never been out.
Yeah, you know, and there was a lot of art involved in a lot of the things, not only the art music-wise, but people really gravitated toward these albums because of the artwork on the covers also. And then you open it up and it has all of that information on the inside. I'm talking about the albums that came out like back in the day. And I like what you're doing. The artwork on your latest releases or what you're putting out now is like in line with a lot of that.
Yeah, the guy who did that, his name is Paul, and he's a very interesting artist. He has murals in Harlem. He has murals all over the world. He's into interactive art. You know, he has all of these icons on a mural in Harlem, and if you use your phone, they'll give you the history of you know, people like Sojourner Truth or Martin Luther King, a great
Beautiful.
artist, musical artist. And we also have the first moving art cover for digital that he did for me with the Eclectic recording that you just showed.
Beautiful.
So I didn't put the music out, but I put the recording up, and it was moving, morphing.
Yeah.
So it got like 1 million hits by itself.
Well,
nobody even heard the music.
Well,
just
that's
the
right.
artwork.
What we love what you're doing. We can use hits from back then. We can million hits. We can still use that same terminology. But listen, we love what you're doing, and I would like to get some of your material. I have a place where I can play it and really bring out the instrumentation of all of this music. I like to sit back and just absorb it all because you're like a wealth of information, and the art is right there, and I would like to get into it and share it with other people. Thank you for all that you do. We appreciate you, and let's continue doing it. I'm looking forward to meeting you too.
Same here. It's a pleasure talking to you. All the best.
All right, and come back again, all right?
I definitely will.
You
Thanks
got
for
it.
having me.
Okay, there he is, Electric Jazz Revolution of Unity, Donald Harrison, multi-genre jazz artist, saxophonist. We'll take a quick break. I've got more. Don't move a muscle.